Today in this video lecture we will study about the antigenic determinants on immunoglobulins. So let us first see now what are antigenic determinants. So what are antigenic determinants, epitope or antigenic determinants? So basically it is a portion of the foreign protein or antigen that is capable of stimulating an immune response. So that is called epitope or antigenic determinant. An epitope is the part of antigen that binds to a specific antigen receptor on the surface of the B cell, and this is called the B cell receptor. So basically epitope is the part of antigen and it binds to the specific antigen receptor on the surface of the B cell, and these receptors are called the BCR or the B cell receptors. So binding between the receptor and epitope occurs only if their structures are complementary. Suppose, as we have seen in case of the enzyme and substrate complex formation. So if substrate is highly complementary to the active site, then it will easily combine. Okay, it will easily combine with this enzyme. And if its surface is not complementary to the substrate, it will not combine easily. Okay, similar thing happens here also. So binding between the receptor and epitope occur only if their structures are complementary in nature. If they are epitope and the receptor fit together like lock and key, as I have already discussed lock and key hypothesis in the enzyme where substrate bind with the enzyme. This binding is necessary to activate the B cell for the production of the antibody. So B cell produces antibody after this interaction into the blood. So this is a part of humoral mediated immunity. Okay, the antibodies produced by B cells are targeted specifically to the epitopes that bind to the cell antigen receptors. Okay, so thus the epitope also is the region of the antigen. Okay, so epitope is also a region of the antigen. Suppose this is a bacteria and it is having subsurface proteins, so this will act as a epitope. So that is recognized by specific antibodies. So antibodies will come and it will specifically interact with this epitope. Okay, and sometime it leads to the opsonization of this antigen, so which binds to and remove the antigen from the body. So this is here in this figure we will understand epitope versus paratope. So this diagram is very beautifully this diagram will depict the difference between the. Sometimes a student remain confused that what is the difference between epitope and paratope. So from this figure we will try to understand what is the difference between epitope and paratope. So epitopes are substances or any part of the any part of antigen that binds with the antibody. So this is the epitope. So this is basically part of the antigen, and antigen may be any type of pathogen and its part. Okay, and paratope is basically the part of the antibody. So here you can see the paratope is part of the antibody. Okay, and as we know, this is the heavy chain of the antibody and this is the light chain of the antibody. Okay, and these are different regions, that is variable and constant regions. So paratope, if somebody asks you what is the difference between epitope and paratope, epitope is basically part of the antigen that binds with the antibody, and paratope is the part of the antibody that helps in the interaction of the interaction between the antibody and epitope. Okay, so this is the major difference. So this, suppose this some protein is there and this protein act as a antigen. Okay, and this will be captured by this antibody, and the portion which captures it will be called as paratope, and this antigen acting protein will be called as the epitope. And this is cell. Suppose this cell is B cell. Okay, and this will be your B cell receptor or BCR. Now let us see about different types of the antigenic determinants on immunoglobulins, that is isotype. So each antibody has only one type of, that is whether it will be gamma, alpha, mu or epsilon or delta heavy chains, and one type of K or lambda light chains. Okay, so the different type of antibodies, whether it will be IgG, IgD, IgA or IgM, that will be decided only with the variation of the heavy chains, and light chain generally remains same, that is it will be either kappa or it will be either lambda. The structure difference in the constant region of heavy chain or light chain determine the immunoglobulin classes and subclasses, types and subtypes within a species. So basically the structural difference in the constant region and heavy region determines the classes, that is subclasses and subtypes within a species. So these constant regions determinants are called the isotopic determinants or isotypes. So these are different types of antibody, as you can see, and the two are important, that is IgM, that is having pentameric shape, IgA having the dimeric shape, and IgG, IgD, IgG, this is involved in opsonization, IgE involved in the hypersensitivity reaction, and this will be present with the help of the IgM in the maturing B cells. Now let us see what are allotypes. So allotypes basically are this occurs basically due to genetic differences among individuals. Suppose every individual is different in nature, so basically this occurs because of the genetic differences among the individuals. Although the members of a species inherit the same set of isotypes genes, that is multiple alleles exist for some of the genes. These alleles encode minor amino acid differences known as allotypic determinants. So this occurs in some but not all members of the species. The sum of the individual allotypic determinants displayed by an antibody determines its allotype. So suppose here the allotypic determinants, the figure we can see allotypic determinants. So here mouse IgG1 is there, and here mouse IgG1, this is strain A and this is strain B. So there are some genetic differences, as you can see in the figure. So there are genetic differences, and due to genetic differences these are called the allotypic determinants. And let us see about what are idiotypes. So VH and VL. So heavy variable chain, light variable chain, domains of the antibody constituted antigen binding site. So this is responsible for antigen binding to recognize the vast array of the antigen that a human can encounter in its lifetime. This variable region has different structural configuration owing to the presence of different amino acids. So there are millions of such antibody in human body specific for each antigen. So these unique amino acid sequences present in the VH1 and VL domains of the given antibody also serve as the set of antigenic determinants. So each individual antigenic determinants of the variable region referred to as an idiotype. So this mainly occurs due to presence of the variable number of the amino acid sequences in the variable region. So this is the main point. So each antibody will represent multiple idiotypes. The sum of individual idiotypes is called idiotype of the antibody. Okay. So this is the example of the idiotype. So the antigenic determinant that distinguishes variable region. The variable region is mainly involved here of immunoglobulin from other variable regions of the other immunoglobulins. So variable regions, differences in the variable regions determine the idiotypes of the different antibodies. So this is how we can understand different type of antigenic determinants. The first one we have studied, that is isotype. Isotype is because different in the structural difference in the constant region of the heavy chain or light chain determine immunoglobulin classes. and these constant region determinants are called isotypic determinants. And second one is allotypic determinants. This is mainly occurs due to presence of the genetic differences, and the multiple alleles exist for some of the genes. And the last one we have studied about the idiotype. Idiotype mainly occurs due to the amino acid sequences differences between the variable chains of the heavy chain and light chains. And first of all, we have already studied about the epitope or paratopes. So this is important platform in order to understand different type of allelic determinants. So we have seen what is epitope. Epitope basically is a part of any antigen, and paratope is a part of antibody which generally interacts with this epitope. So we have seen. So thank you, hope that helps.